Before we get started with this video, let's get this out of the way. I am so proud of you all, to those for helping me hit 1,000 subs rapidly. The amazing feedback on my video from y'all has helped me a lot to continue making more exciting car topics. Again, thank you all so much, it means a whole lot. Speaking of excitement, this is the time to be alive and to become an endurance racing fan. We are less than 2 months away from 2023 as IMSA and World Endurance Championship welcome a lot of new manufacturers into both hypercar classes at the top level of both series. LMDh and LMH. Both classes will be merged racing in the same top class, where IMSA's top class is Grand Touring Prototype and WEC's top class is Hypercar. To know the differences between both car classes, I made a video about it over the summer that will appear at the end screen of this video, and the link is also provided in the description section down below to check it out. For this video, I will go over the exciting 4 new LMDh prototype cars in depth that will make their racing debut in IMSA and WEC for 2023 and 2024 so far. We have Acura, BMW, Cadillac, and Porsche LMDh entries, and this can't get more exciting for more brands to enter racing in the LMDh program. The golden era of racing is very near, and we're going to have a ton of fun watching these cars compete for overall victories at all costs. But before that happens, time to go over 4 LMDh cars from the class of 2023 alphabetically with the engine sounds included. Let's have some fun. After Acura's successful winning DPI car won the 2022 IMSA Championship, the ARX05 retires with a blast and gets replaced by the all-new ARX06 LMDh race car set to debut in 2023 at the Rolex 24 Daytona. The new Acura LMDh car hopes to will follow up victories to its DPI predecessor with an all-new design. Speaking of visuals, back in June 2022, Acura Motorsports teased us with the first images of their new LMDh car, and right away there was some criticism from Motorsports' fans. When camouflaged, the majority of the car looked too much like the previous DPI car, in which many people thought Acura just milked the DPI chassis and altered it to the new LMDh regulations with slight outer changes. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is where you are wrong and it's not the case. Later that summer in August, Acura revealed the ARX06 undisguised to show what it actually looks like, and turns out to look rather different and very stunning and sexy. The complete car isn't the same as the DPI in any shape or form. It was built from the ground up with a new body design, aerodynamics, a required hybrid system, and a new internal combustion engine, and a new LMP2 derived chassis built by Orca. The ARX06 visually gets a major front and back facelift with styling cues from the DPI, and the brand's LED light signatures all scream Acura. Do you want to know what else screams Acura? The new 2.4 liter twin turbo V6 engine freaking revs to 10,000 RPM. Yes, you heard that correctly, 10,000 RPM. The engine isn't the same as the DPI and sounds nothing like the DPI, but more like the IndyCar. Just take a listen and boost up your volume. You get what I mean, right? It's obvious that it makes the sound of the IndyCar, but Acura says it's not the IndyCar engine. It's a completely new engine designed by Honda Performance Developments that occurs to be the smallest engine they ever built for endurance racing. They aren't saying how much power comes from the MGU or the V6 engine itself and the altogether total horsepower of the car yet. The V6 is positioned 90 degrees to provide a lower center of gravity, and even features technology from the F1 and the IndyCar engines called the AR24E that's based on the upcoming 2024 IndyCar engine under development by HPD. Despite its very high rev limit, the car has twin turbos that rev to 10,000 RPM, as the LMDh regulation rev limit is 10,000 RPM. This means that Acura takes the advantage of the LMDh freedom with the bespoke V6 engine and isn't based on a production car engine. How cool is that? Both Meyer Shank Racing and Wayne Taylor Racing will race the new ARX06 for the 2023 IMSA season against other LMDh cars we've yet to go over. While the car is allowed to race in WEC and Le Mans, Acura plans to just focus on the IMSA series and has no plans of racing in WEC yet, but it would be very cool if it wears the Honda badge at Le Mans. Hello BMW M. It's been 24 years since we last saw the German squad racing in the prototype class, as recent as 1999 with the BMW V12 LMR that won Le Mans and Sebring. Now after 2 decades, they have returned to sports prototype racing with the BMW M Hybrid V8, sporting the iconic M colors and the classic M logo and the number 50 to mark 50 years of BMW M since 1973. The entire livery and cars' design is undoubtedly frosty and recognizable. Of course, it wouldn't be a BMW without the glowing massive kidney grille and the red, white, and blue colors. More importantly, its chassis is built in collaboration with Dallara in the LMDh program, and the engine and body are supplied by BMW. The car is powered by a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine with electric motors based on the DTM engine used in the BMW M4 DTM, capable of producing 640 horses and 479 pound-feet of torque. It has a high direct injection system, 4 valves per cylinder, and a flat plane crank that boosts power and RPM to 8,200 RPM. Take a good listen to the car. It sounds very unique and much like a modern-day BMW V8. The head engine designer at BMW M stated that some of the factors and basic designs in the engine come from BMW's F1 engines in the past. Yes, BMW raced in F1 in the 2000s. BMW's LMDh car will be its first sports prototype since the Le Mans winning V12 LMR and will debut with BMW M colors at the Rolex 24 Daytona next year in the IMSA series. BMW M's factory team RLL will run 2 LMDh prototypes in 2023 and continue racing in the GTD Pro class with the M4 GT3. BMW confirms to focus on racing their LMDh car in the IMSA series from 2023 and then the WEC in 2024, in which BMW returns to Le Mans and the hypercar class for 2024. As a BMW fan, hopefully the M Hybrid V8 is a winner from the start at Le Mans and dominate IMSA's Michelin Endurance Cup, as BMW hasn't won Le Mans overall since 1999. They have the potential to eradicate the hypercar field like the V12 LMR. Hello Cadillac. Cadillac announced plans to join the LMDh field back in 2021 and then unveiled the new prototype race car in June 2022 called the V-LMDh, or LMDh VR as some people will call it. It's the 3rd generation prototype race car from Cadillac Racing and replaces the victorious Cadillac DPI, a 4-time winner at Daytona and Michelin Endurance Cup from 2017 to 2020. Cadillac will partner with Chip Ganassi Racing and Action Express Racing teams and enter their LMDh car in IMSA and World Endurance Championship and will return to 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2023. This marks their comeback to the world racing stage after a 20-year hiatus since 2002. Their first prototype race car was the North Star LMP, which only had little success but 0 wins. This is very exciting for Cadillac to finally race around the world. And while they haven't had much experience at Le Mans compared to European car makers, Ferrari, Porsche, and Audi, they still have the chance to evolve their efforts to win, like Ford versus Ferrari, and like how they won IMSA championships in North America. The LMDh VR sources the Dallara chassis, a hybrid system, and a new naturally aspirated engine. Its bodywork and the engine are truly something special. Just look at it. The car looks more extreme than the DPI, with lots number of V-shapes and vertical front and rear lights that screams Cadillac. It looks very fierce and angry at every angle, with V badges and floating blades. They mimic the future of the American luxury brand. No one can deny the V-LMDh mimics Jackson Storm from the movie Cars 3, mostly the front end of the luxury race car. And yet, the sound of the naturally aspirated V8 is the best part. It sounds like a classic American crossplane V8 roaring like thunder. Take a listen. How amazing does that sound? In my opinion, it's the best sounding LMDh car ever. Cadillac knows what they're doing. It uses a 5.5 liter door overhead camshaft V8 hybrid, and it's not the same unit found in the Corvette CAR, which has a flat plane engine. The engine in the LMDh is a crossplane. Cadillac has still yet to reveal full details on how much power and torque the car makes, etc. However, the American hypercar might become the biggest threat to European contestants around the world in endurance racing and get multiple victories, but only time will tell, and who knows. I made a video all about Cadillac racing history, so be sure to check it out if you want. Hello Porsche Motorsport. It's exciting to see them return to prototype racing after 6 years of retiring from LMP1. They released their LMDh called the Porsche 963, which succeeds the Le Mans winning 919 hybrid LMP1. Porsche is number 1 in the world with the most overall wins at Le Mans with 19 wins, so their rate of the prospect of getting these victories is very high, and the 963 hypercar will fight for it against its competition. Porsche partners with Team Penske to campaign the 963 and the hypercar in GTP classes in World Endurance Championship in IMSA from 2023, and will return to Le Mans as well. From camouflage to the leak renders, to the studio shots and testing on the track, this is one heck of a stunning car. The 963's chassis is built by Multimatic and inspired by the 956 and 962 Group C cars of the 1980s. Like the Acura, BMW, and Cadillac hypercars, Porsche put a lot of its identity into this car with its red, white, and black scheme. The flat nose on the front and curvy side outlines gets inspiration from the Group C cars. Both front and back lights and the roof shape with vents all come from the Porsche Taycan, 911, and Group C all-in-one design. Those side pods, aerodynamic channels, and mirrors even make this car simply a Porsche. Underneath, the 963 gets its power from a flat plane crank 4.6 liter twin turbo V8 hybrid engine that thrusts 680 horses to the back wheels. It even revs to 10,000 RPM just like the Acura LMDh, thanks to its flat plane crank. Its production-based engine is derived from the hybrid-powered 918 Spider that dates back to the Porsche LMP2 RS Spider, which Penske raced in the American Le Mans series in the 2000s. That's so cool. Have a listen to the incredible sound. Sounds familiar enough to the 918 Spider high-pitched, right? How cool is it to have a production-based engine in a prototype race car, and capable of revving so high? Porsche took advantage of LMDh freedom with the bespoke engine. As soon as this beast debuts racing next year with other hypercars, it's going to be really interesting to see Porsche tackle other teams for the win. That's a wrap of going over 4 LMDh cars from the class of 2023. While these cars have already achieved thousands of miles of testing on many tracks, the other entrants are yet to begin with testing. With that said, what we do know, however, there currently are no Le Mans hypercar manufacturers and teams interested in competing in IMSA in 2023. There have been rumors though going around that Ferrari, Toyota, and Glickenhaus might expand to IMSA in 2023 or 2024, but any of that is confirmed. So this means 4 LMDhs will be the only hypercars competing in the 2023 IMSA season and later on in the World Endurance Championship. This is what the long-awaited 2023 season will look like, folks. And the closer we get to 2023, the level of hype stamina gets stronger. And it's going to be wild watching these cars ride against each other race after race for the overall fame victory. I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, do not forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. And give me any suggestions and I'll put them on my list. Do keep in mind that there are more sports car racing videos incoming as I speak. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Peace out, stay safe. Chris the Radar, out.